Greetings, welcome back to Pink Oddbird. Today I'm here to show you how I organize different things like tags, ephemera, beads, trinkets, all those kinds of things, and sort of what's underneath my desk. I have a lot of stuff that I keep below my desk so that it's there and it's ready and I can just reach under and grab it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think doing this in sort of a tour kind of fashion would probably be best, starting off with these items that I have over here on the left, then going into the furthest things to the left of my desk, and then the furthest to right sections. So we're going to start off from the bottom box and go up. So looking in the bottom box, oh, this is more lace. Just kidding, don't need to look. In the next tote, there are some appliques and other cool fabrics that I keep in there. And then moving into the tote that is above that one is where I store majority of my stamps. And I like to keep my stamps face up because I feel like if you have them face down, they might get dented by another stamp, or if there's pressure on top of this tote, I just try to prevent getting my stamps dented. So I store them this way. And then in this little side box, I have a few inks, my smaller ink pads in here. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at this storage unit that I have here under my desk. It's called Astage, and as you can see by the little icon here, it's stackable storage basically, so you can stack it to a way that would best suit your needs depending on what shape of the storage that you buy. So looking in here over to the left, I've got a little compartment, and that's where I keep a lot of my Prima flowers and other kinds of flowers that I just like to grab for. It is compartmentalized, as you can see. Off to the right, I keep watercolors, color pencils, and things like that. And in the front two storage compartments, I keep tools that I really reach for a lot. And in the back of that drawer, I keep tattered angels. So sort of similar here on the bottom drawer, I have one more compartment of tattered angels. Over on the other side, just some jars of some other things. And here I have my mediums, like my gel mediums, magicals, and gloss gels, things like that. In the front compartment here, I have small pans of the Inca Gold, and this is where I also keep my Tim Holtz Distress Stains and re-inkers. And the back here, we've got some gessos and paints and stickles where I keep those. And then in the front here, we have paint. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at this little storage caddy that I have right next to my desk. And I keep it here because I have lots of metal trinkets and other kinds of bits and bobs that I reach for regularly. And as you can see, each of these plastic compartments that are removable has compartments within it. And I love that because it just makes for such neat and tidy storage. And this is one that I did pick up from Hobby Lobby. So if you're looking for something like this, you can pick one up there. But it's perfect for all of these little metal bits and beads that I have and need to store. So let's mosey on over into this middle caddy here. It's just a canvas sort of tote, and in here I keep a lot of my tools, so like my heating gun, glue gun, water bottles, rulers, things like that. And then underneath this layer of tools, I keep some large spools of ribbon that I have. Moving over to the right, there are some totes here, and looking into the first one here, all of the ones that are this clear kind of tote have super small compartments, and so I keep it kind of like a junk drawer. This particular one, it has lots of odds and ends in it, so I've got like some hinges and jumbo paper clips and stuff like that. In the next one, I have tons of beads and charms in here, and so this one it gets to be really heavy, but I keep lots of trinkets in here. I have a bracelet here that I want to deconstruct. So those are the kinds of things that I keep in this one. And the final clear one here, again, we do have more trinkets. I've got some tokens here. They didn't fit inside of the caddy that I showed previously. There's brads in here, eyelets, jump rings, all different kinds of things like that. Metal pieces, pretty much anything like that. You can kind of see what's in here. Okay, moving on into this pink tote. This is kind of just a mishmash of stuff that I need to clean out and put it in a proper home, so I'll be doing that shortly. Next, I have another tote, and this is where I like to keep all of my threads and twine, other miscellaneous supplies and things that I use. And the next tote here is where I keep a lot of my distress inks, and then I have some little jars in the back that have little metal pieces in it and stuff. I keep magnets back there, distress crayons. And then in the next tote, I have a box. The box that's off to the right, it houses all of my pens and things like that, and a few fabric washi tapes and just some tools that I have. And in the back here, I've got some tubes of seed beads. This little caddy is a small one. I have a DVD and a water bottle here for comparison on height. I love it because on the top it has these little compartments where I keep my Shayna charm, and then in the drawers is where I like to keep my cling stamps because they're nice and flat and they fit in here really nicely. And of course, in the cleaning process, I found more stamps that I can add in there. So moving down into my garage, I use this baker's rack to house more totes, and I'm going to do a little quick skim of what I keep in these totes. So you've already seen this one. This is where I house my stickers. And the next one are some items that I have received from Shayna. And that purple one is stuff that I've gotten from Dolly. And I think this green one is more Shayna stuff. And the pink one below, what I like to do on some of them is just make little notes and, stick them down with tape so that I can just know exactly what's inside of it. So this one is napkins and ephemera. I don't have a whole slew of paper. I have some of it here and some of it in one other location, but these two totes here are papers that I have, just basically strictly paper. And over here on the bookshelf, I have one tote, and that is my special prints tote, and then I have one more of those clear totes where I have more beads and stuff. So on top of my 3-drawer caddy that you saw me organize the drawers, I keep this little washi tape house. And I think it stores up to 150 washi tapes. So this is where I keep mine, and I love it because you can just pull the drawers out and just take it to where you're crafting and go to town with your washi tapes. So I have to go back down into my garage because I have one more of these 3-drawer caddies. This one is much wider. The top drawer is pretty empty. The second drawer is a drawer that I keep special laces that Rita gave to me, along with eyelash trims that I have tucked around that. And then in the bottom drawer is where I keep my large spools of thread, which I also got from Rita. So that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.